this is the weekly horoscope for Scorpio for the week of November 27th, 2023. Hello, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl, Marie, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. This week, I'll be doing the monthly horoscopes and the weeklies, so I should have the monthly horoscopes up probably by Wednesday. Okay, so be sure to check that out. So full moon in Gemini in the 8th house here, but careful with this energy because you have a stellium in your 2nd house in the sign of Sagittarius. So you may need to guard against financial losses at this time. You may need to protect yourself from scams, credit card fraud with this energy, or somebody could be stealing your fishing money out of your pocket at this time. So I would be careful. Be careful with like emails that you get about brand ambassadorships and stuff, or you could get hacked online, or somebody could be catfishing you and trying to steal money from you that way. It's a time to assess what is most important to you and set up a budget or be about your financial priorities. Not allow you to finish. Oh, for some of you here, especially those of you attending college, or if you're focused on doing something else at this time with this energy here, you could find that that is going to be put on pause for a while for some of you here, and you could be off doing something else. So whatever project or higher education that you were doing, that is going to stop at this time. Okay, so there's a lot of obstruction in your learning process. You will not have a harmonious relationship with father at this time, and you two will have differences of opinion, which may cause more disharmony. But try to be about bigger picture if you're not getting along with father at this time, because life is so short, you know, and we just, you know, like, we need to like tolerate a lot of situations. I remember when my Jarrett's mama, who was in my life for not that long, but me and her, we had a very strong bond to the point where she thought I was her daughter, and she loved it. And she even asked me, like, you know, do you believe in reincarnation? I said yes. And she said, can I come back as your mother? And I said yes, because me and her had a very good connection. But towards the end there, her brain started getting really negative and stuff, and she started saying a lot of negative things towards me, and I just kind of tolerated. But then I also stopped visiting her because of the things she was saying towards me. But then when she went to hospice, I like burst out in crying, and I apologized to her. And then through her her passing, I kind of like I did hang out with her, you know, and I did stay with her and stuff like that through that time. All right, so you know, life is so short, and then, you know, we don't have those people anymore. So it's not a good idea to, you know, like discontinue a relationship with a parent over words, okay? Even though you cannot take back your words, but the importance of having that connection. And on top of that, they love you so much, you know, and unfortunately, I do get a lot of readings with parents wondering when their adult children are going to contact them again, and it's so sad, you know. And so my message is to you that no matter what, you know, you want to be spiritual. You want to be like, oh my God, I am so Kabbalah. All right. Well, rise above your consciousness. Forgive them for their actions, you know, unless they steal money from you and stuff like that, and they do mortgage fraud on you. That's a different situation. Then come see me about that. But if they're not doing that shit to you, and they're just running their mouth because you frustrating the hell out of them, you know, like, they love you. Okay, so stay in the relationship, because, you know, they, at the end of the day, they want to see you. Okay, and you don't want to see them on their deathbed in a home where they can't memorate, they don't know who the hell you are, you know. So don't do that to yourself, and don't do that to them. All right, that is my advice to you. If you really want to rise above your ego, then make it a point to get along for the sake of getting along, no matter how they feel. Okay, and it's okay for them to be entitled to their opinion, and let them know that you still love them even though we have differences of opinion. All right, you may have trouble with children following your direction. You can have you may have to make important decisions about finances. Romance is not favored at this time because you got that stellium in your 9th house. So a lot of the male Scorpios at this time want to sit on their hands, and they want to mull it over and stuff. A lot of the males want to mull it over and overthink the situation when it comes to love. Not the best time for asking for a loan. Others could be wanting hand-me-outs from you. While there's a lot of unpleasantness in your communications with this energy is because there's a lack of give and take going on with these relationships. Okay, for some of you, this could be either you withholding information to maintain peace. You need to be careful what you say yes to, because you may get the short end of the stick with this energy. So make sure that you are creating and setting your boundaries with other people. Be careful of embarrassing situations that you may find yourself in this week as well. Then on Tuesday, you're putting away your toys for some of you and your dollies, and you're growing up at this time. Your appearance could be changing at this time as well. Certain things that you used to have deep significant meaning to you now no longer have meaning for you. Those of you in your teens, you could be looking for yourself at this time. You could be going through a phase like an emo phase, and you could be isolating yourself more than usual and not really wanting to talk to nobody at this time. You may no longer be feeling at this time that you could be looking for yourself. Like I said, you could be remodeling, you could be changing up your bedroom of your parents' house. I feel also your sense of values is going to be in a state of upheaval. So this is kind of like looking for yourself or finding out who you are at this time. What is your identity? This is a profound emotional change that you're going through. Your needs, wants, and desires and your values are going in for a total rehaul at this time. You are going through some emotional changes, especially with your relationships. You can be rebelling with your parents, or you can be very antisocial, or even going through an emo phase for some of you here, especially those of you in your teens. You want to lead and not follow, so love relationships can suffer. You can have a difficult time with your Scorpio children, because this is why, because they're very individualistic at this time. For some of you here, you may not be getting along with father at this time, and you could be really fighting with father or biting your tongue with father with this energy. Hopefully you're being about bigger picture with this energy. Work on trying to compromise with father. Then on the 29th, for some of you, you have an interception now. So check your natal chart, astro theme in the link in the description box below. But you have an interception going on between your 8th house and your 7th house in Taurus. So Uranus is in Taurus at this time. For some of you, it's in your 8th house. So this is a time period where you need to work on yourself. You are not in control of a lot of situations around you, and it's going to show. Uranus is also quincunxing the South Node this week as well. So for some of you here, this could be people can catch you off guard at this time. Whoever needs to leave your life this week, in both signs, let them leave your life at this time. There's going to need a lot of compromise on your side to get along with other people. For some of you here, I feel like somebody could be snitching on you at this time. Oh yes, snitching on you with this energy here, and you may not have seen it coming. The backstab and the betrayal could be for real, okay? And then for others of you, this could be a situation here where other people are throwing you under the bus. This could be a situation if you're cheating on your partner, like they gonna find out, okay? And then not only are they gonna find out, but they gonna let you know that they found out. Okay, so it's gonna be pretty bad. I would be careful with this energy here at this time, okay? You find yourself in situations that come out of the blue now. You just didn't see it coming with Uranus quincunx the South Node this week. You could be also surprised by other people's actions or by someone who catapults you into a life-changing course, okay? These types of situations are out of your control. You need to relax as much as possible, enjoy the roller coaster ride, and that's it. For some of you, marriages can suffer with this energy, or you two could be going through some emotional changes and wanting different things. For others of you, be careful with your relationships, because someone could be telling you your secrets, and this could be humiliation or a defamation of character. You're not going to see certain things coming. Married life can have karmic lessons, and adjustment is needed to overcome some restrictions or blockages hindering your progress. Depending on your circumstances, you may have to take more control over letting go. You may have to take more responsibilities or delegate. Inner searching and a sense of being vulnerable or exposed could tempt you to drop out of your responsibilities and spend more time on your personal growth. It can be a difficult time to concentrate on your duties during this time of psychological sensitivity, and you are super sensitive at this time with your 9th house energy. Then on the 30th, there's a radical fluctuation in income that is possible. possible, while it is possible that you could be receiving a financial windfall with this energy, impulse spending can be a problem because your sense of values are changing. I feel love relationships can suffer. You want to be more about your freedom. So you can be feeling stifled in your relationship because you can feel like the one does everything and your partner is not participating in your life or with your children. Also, this could be a situation where you need to cock those brains before you shoot that mouth off. Don't go testing relationships this week because you're not going to like the answer, because you're very opinionated about someone else's situation and not your circus, not your monkey, not your drama. Okay, and you can be surprised about the reaction they are giving you, or they're going to go way out of their way to never speak to you again. So again, be about bigger picture. Don't go testing relationships. Even when you are being impatient with other people, you can't take back your words. Something is likely to be violently opposing. So this is like a tower moment that you're going to be having with your belief structures, forcing you to defend yourself. Travel brings about hidden dangers. You could be playing bumper cars with other people. So be careful with this energy. Be careful with car accidents at this time, because you could find yourself in some kind of lawsuit. This is not the best time to be going into lawsuits with other people as well, all right, because you got your 9th house in retrograde, and you two could always be battling until the next 20 years. Okay, so this is something to really think about. Was it even worth it? This should be settled out of court if you get it out of court. Financial conservatism prevails over self-indulgence. You may be there could be some strict circumstances. You could be restrictive with the self. Financial conservatism prevails over self-indulgence. You may but you won't feel deprived while you're doing this, because you guys are tight-fisted with your money anyway, so it's not like you're gonna be like, oh my god. No, you're like, yes, I'm saving. Someone makes you realize what really matters in life. The lasting values of one thing or a person means much more than temporary value of many. You could be spiritually trading at this time as well, so be careful with this energy. You tend to view your responsibilities in terms of your personal of other people, and sticking points of a friendship can stand out. How you balance work with play can determine your level of enjoyment. Too much fun can cause you to neglect something important, while undue obedience to duty can leave you out of the cold. Okay? Alrighty, so the first card I come up with is the 8 of Coins. This could be dealing with obsessive thinking at this time with this energy, so just be aware of that. Watch your emotional self at this time. You could also be a workaholic this week. The 3 of Swords, traveling is indicated at this time. This could also be online dating. For some of you, there's something that you want to do that you're obsessively thinking about or heavy on your mind. It could be 3 weeks or 3 months before you decide to do this. You could be doing this in February. The 2 of Cups, for some of you, this is decisions in regards to relationships, all right? So for some of you here, you could be thinking about getting a divorce. For others of you, you could be thinking about talking to that crush or going into a relationship at this time, but you're actually not going to do this till February, okay? The Sun card, I feel you're a perfectionist when it comes to your work with this energy here, and you could be throwing yourself into your work. I feel like others value what you do with this energy. The Hierophant card, this is dealing with a group or organization with this energy here. This could also be contracts and negotiations coming up here as well with this energy, being more about your stability and finding stability within a group. You could be the doll baby at work, or you could be taking on more responsibilities with a group or organization. You have a lot of influence over other people during this time period as well with this energy. You're also very analytical in your way of thinking with this energy. I feel like for some of you here, a partnership is going to be formed for educational purposes or spiritual guidance at this time. Alrighty. For others of you, I feel like this is feeling valued and content to share your faith or moral values at this time. So you're definitely being like some kind of guide or spiritual teacher in somebody's life at this time. The Queen of Coins, you benefit through mother with this energy, or female siblings in your life you benefit through this week with this energy. For some of you, you can be living with mother at this time with this energy as well. I also do see like prayers are going to be answered for some of you here. For some of you, I feel like you're lucky in love. Alrighty, so this might be like people 30 and under that are lucky in love at this time with this energy here as well, okay? The 7 of Swords, you can be more quiet into yourself. I feel like you could be leaving a group or organization, or this could be a family unit and there could be some blessings. So it depends what's going on in your astrology, okay? This could be a blessing in disguise, leaving this situation behind you. And you can see like a lot of sparks and miracles that you were supposed to do that. Alrighty. The Page of Wands, I feel like you could be receiving some much needed good news here with this energy as well. I do see like you could be seeing life in technicolor, and this could be like certain things that you've been wanting to happen are finally coming to fruition with this energy this week, okay? The Tower card brings about changes. For some of you, this could be traveling. For some of you, fate is definitely intervening, and I feel like you could be kicked out of a situation, which is fine because this is a time of fate. This is Uranus quincunxing the South Node in your 12th house, in your 8th house. So you're ending some kind of karmic cycle with certain people in your life, okay? So whatever happens, know that it's a good thing because your lessons with that situation is over. Don't try to fight for it. Don't try to hold on to it. Just let it go, Elsa, because that's the blessing in that situation. You were supposed to let it go a long time ago, and now that you let it go, you're going to see a lot of blessings happening for you because you release yourself from that situation. The King of Swords, you can't take back your words, and I feel like your words, whatever fighting that you're doing this week, is going to have a profound effect on other people. It could be a situation here with work where you see things that other people don't see, and then all of a sudden when you leave, you know, a couple weeks later, 3 weeks later, you know, 2 months later, everybody sees what the hell you were talking about, okay? It's what I feel is going to happen. Everybody sees what you've been saying all along, and they're like, oh man, okay? The Three of Wands, I feel like this is a time of moving forward and not looking back. This is also an emotionally confusing time, so you're definitely being kicked out of a situation, and you don't expect to be kicked out of a situation, or a situation is ending at this time, and you don't know how to feel about it. You could be trying to process it or put it in perspective, and it's just not making sense to you at this time. For some of you, I feel like if you were prolonging a situation because you didn't want to get hurt and you were really trying to protect your heart, and now the situation, this person has completely moved on. They may even dupe you with this energy here, okay? But maybe they were trying to play like the waiting game and stuff and waiting for their children to grow up before they divorce you, but then they were like, F it, I'm leaving, and then they just up and leave, you know? So it could be a situation like that. So you were really caught off guard about this situation here, and this person may have been so conniving that they may have gone way out of their way for duping you, and they could have duped you financially and done some like really crappy things at this time, okay? So this is not going to be, for some of you, it depends what's going on with your astrology. I do yearlies and 6-month reports, so you want to check that out, but you need, you know, just be aware of that. I feel for some of you, this could be a great time for couples who are very active. Okay, you're definitely living life to the fullest with this person, with this energy. The Six of Wands, I feel like this is an optimistic energy time for you. This is a time of moving forward for you with this energy and not looking back, okay? The Seven of Cups, there's lots of thoughts of future coming up at this time. For others, be more invested in your fantasy life here, and you're not wanting to deal with your reality. You could be dealing with your drug life, getting lit more, drinking more. So be careful with that, with this energy, because it's going to affect your health, okay? The Nine of Coins, I see this, I see for some of you here, you're not over the past, okay? And you keep replaying the past in your head. While other people are over it with this energy, you're still reliving it, okay? So make it a point to be over certain things with this energy. This could be other people wanting to reach out to you, wanting to talk to you for some of you here, and it's going to be a situation here where you don't want to talk to this person for whatever reason. And this could be a parent, this could be father wanting to reach out to you and talk to you, but you could be like giving father the cold shoulder for now. Try to be about bigger picture at this time with this energy, okay? Try to be, you know, try not to play victim with your parents with this energy here. Know that they love you in their own way. Some people have mental illness, and sometimes you just have to just, you know, kind of like go with the flow with that, you know, and you can love them from a distance, but also still make it a point to keep in touch with them, okay? So it could be like something like that going on with this energy, all right? I do see traveling coming up for some of you at this time with this energy. The Devil card, I see some drastic changes happening for you, endings coming up for you. You're being kicked out of a situation that no longer has something to do with you. So, and that's okay. Certain things coming to an end at this time that you probably didn't see coming, and it's really, really quite okay. It means the lesson has been learned. It means that, you know, this thing that was once upon a time comfortable for you no longer applies in your life, okay? This is a time of reaping rewards for your hard work with this energy here. So this could be a great time for business picking up here. I see a successful career change happening for some of you here with this energy as well. The Two of Wands, I feel like for some of you here that this could be dealing with headhunters with this energy, and this could be a time where people are tracking you down and wanting you to come to work for them with this energy. So this could be a beautiful time for that, okay? So you could find that, you know, opportunities for career come very easy for you with this energy. The Five of Cups, regrets, shoulda, woulda, coulda-s with this energy here. So you could be replaying certain situations from the past in your head that maybe you should have done differently, and this could be certain things now catching up with you at this time, and now you're regretting your decisions, okay? That's all that is, alrighty? The Queen of Wands, I feel for some of you here that this is investment opportunities coming up. For some of you, you could be watching somebody get their karma at this time, and you could feel really bad that this person is going through it at this time with this energy. I feel like, you know, you two had a past life connection, and that's why you're watching this, because they did this to you in the past. I feel for some of you here, this is a great time to jump into a new business venture with this energy here. It's destined to do really well at this time as well. The Knight of Wands, I definitely see somebody getting their karma at this time and you watching it with this energy, okay? And it just means the reason why you're watching it is, again, because they did it to you in the past, all right? I feel like there could be defeat or a loss of a relationship maybe in the future for some of you here as well. I feel like for some of you, you need to work on accepting the loss gracefully, and then just continue moving forward with this energy. And it's going to be okay, okay? Because again, you weren't supposed to be in that situation, or you were, but you spent too long in that situation, and it wasn't supposed to be a forever thing, okay? The Three of Cups, I feel like there could be a lot of communications with family. Again, this could be an emotionally confusing time with family as well, okay? The Eight of Cups, I feel like you're over certain family members in your life with this energy here. You could be fighting with father's side of the family or not getting along with certain people. The Empress card, again, emphasis on family. Teamwork makes the dream work, and somebody could be obsessively thinking about you at this time. You're dealing with dominating women in your life. They're best dealt with silence. Be careful with your words this week, because you can't take back your words. And the Eight of Swords, yeah, you're really going through it emotionally at this time. So be careful with this energy. It's that stellium in Cancer that's making you go through it. And it's a time of like a purging of your emotional self. And whatever is coming up at this time, acknowledge it, process it, but then quickly let it go. I love you, my Scorpions. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Kisses.